Hi, and welcome to another episode of Star Path by Kara. I'm Kara, where we look to astrology and blend it with intuition to help us guide the way forward. So, as you may know, that we are in some very dense astrology right now. We currently have Venus retrograde in Aries, and we are building up into this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. And then the very next day, Mercury will go retrograde in Aries. So, yes, the energy is palpable. Um, you could be experiencing all different kinds of emotions right now. And I'm just here to let you know you're not crazy. It is absolutely the astrology. We are in the thick of it. This is one of the gnarliest months I have seen for the whole year of 2025. And I've been looking at this month as like the turnstile that ushers us into this next chapter. So, even if things don't necessarily unfold right away on the eclipse, you're definitely going to be getting an energetic, sort of like a signal of what's going on. So, I want to talk about what's the best way that we can navigate this Virgo eclipse energy. And the very first thing I think of is okay, so we're working with Virgo. Virgo wants to organize, purify, make sense of things, categorize things, and it can tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist, overly critical, overly analytical, and just want things to make sense. But the way that we're going to best work with this energy is where we clear all the noise in a particular area of our life. You know, most likely where Virgo is in your natal chart, where this is going to hit you. And if you have anything around 23 degrees of Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, or Sagittarius, did I already say that? Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, okay? So anything immutable. And so what we're going to do is just take a look at how can we purify, detoxify, declutter, turn the noise down. And this is like your juice cleanse of the soul kind of moment. This is an opportunity for us to, I would use this energy as a incredible time to do a deep cleaning of your house. If there is some stuff that you have been looking at and you are just like, it is time, I am done. Do a deep cleaning. Go through your closet, go through your garage, go through your car. This is really good energy when we don't really know what to do on the outside. Starting with something very tangible, very digestible, like Virgo. This is the kind of stuff I would do. This is also really good energy to check in with what you are consuming. What in your diet, if there's anything in your diet, is causing any kind of health issues. You could be surprised at little tweaks that you can make that can really make a big difference in the way that you feel. Let's see what else. This is also letting go and acknowledging if you have been participating in toxic thinking. The way that your inner critic, your inner dialogue, you know, getting kind of an observation on that, getting that in check, and just seeing if there are ways that you can reframe the messages when you are speaking to yourself, because that is one of the things that we're really working on, especially in the North Node in Pisces, South Node Virgo transit for 18 months. What we want to do is pull ourselves into the higher expression, the higher vibration of Pisces, and we're letting go of the negative that comes with Virgo. So examples of this would be the higher expression of Pisces is going to be very spiritual, artistic, compassionate. It is at one with all things. And the dark side of Virgo would be, where are we nitpicking ourselves to death? If we're being too self-critical, too much editing, those types of things. Hypercritical, hypochondriac. I'm also getting that too. So this is a great check-in point with this eclipse. And the other thing that we're working with right now, so this eclipse comes in and just kind of clears the noise, clears the path. Let's strip away all of the fluff, trim the fat, and just get to the bottom line, okay, in some part of our lives. Then we have Mercury going retrograde in Aries. This is going to join Venus retrograde in Aries. So talk about clearing the way and then needing to get our minds and our hearts online with something. So look, you're going to really focus on the Aries part of your chart, Aries, Pisces, as well as Virgo, because all of this energy is working together this month. And so where the Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde start in Aries, they will move back into the Pisces part of your chart. So it's really like, I almost think of like an accordion, kind of going back and forth, trying to bring something into your awareness. And it does come from going backwards and processing and doing a lot of reevaluating about what is important to you, how are you prioritizing yourself, and it's also in communication and a lot of the dream. I see a lot of us starting to really get into better alignment of what we're really passionate about, what really matters, and as we make progress here, we have the opportunity to step into some incredible new territory after the Aries solar eclipse that happens on March 29th. This is like a cosmic boom, almost like a big bang in the Aries part of your chart. If you have personal planets in Aries, this is really interesting too, because this will also be the final new moon at 9 degrees in a row. We've had a series of 6. So talk about a real turning point. And then the following day, Neptune is moving into Aries for the first time in our lifetimes and the first time since the 1860s. This is going to be a brand new energy. You have not felt this before. So I am actually really looking forward to this, because we have such a pile up in Pisces energy, and where that can be really romantic and dreamy and artistic, spiritual, it's also very possible for us to feel a little too flooded in this part of our lives. And with Neptune right there at the 29th degree, that's very tricky. That can be like a bubble is about to burst, or like some kind of reality check in this part of your life or chart in the Pisces house. So this can be kind of uncomfortable. This can be really weird to work with. It's almost like life could just feel like this never-ending weird zone. And so Neptune moving into Aries is like we've gone from, this is how I've been thinking of it. Neptune and Pisces have been together since 2011 in the same part of your chart. And I think about it as like literally like two stoners hanging out. where it's like all these dreams, all these visions, and wouldn't this be so cool? But then we're going to have Neptune with Aries. So this is like a dreamer and an initiator getting together. This is a very, very different energy than what we've been experiencing. So I expect us to really feel this right away, even though later we're going to have Neptune retrograde. But for right now, it's like we have been wading through murky water, and all of a sudden we're going to have this initiation moment at the end of March where it's a real call into visionary leadership. And I see this as like spiritual warriors and pioneering a new territory that we've never been before. So if you have been sifting through like just an excess of emotion, gloom, fog, murkiness, not really sure where the story's going, you can absolutely expect for you to be able to lock in and get a lot more clarity towards the end of the month. And when we move into April, that's when you'll start to kind of see where things are going. But this month is really like, I mean, it is a good idea to just kind of hands up, go with the flow. It will be a lot easier if you're more in a place of surrender versus struggle and strive and, you know, whatever we're desperately clinging on to. It's like that's probably where you'll want to be letting go for your most benefit. So the month of March has a really nice pace. I do like it, even though it's a little chaotic. The best things that we can do for ourselves right now is stay grounded where you can, doing what you can, listening to music, going for a walk, physical exercise, taking care of the physical body right now, especially with the Aries energy that wants to exercise and exert, and Virgo that wants a, you know, purified routine and purified ingredients and a nice clean digestion and metabolism of life, and the processes. These are really good places to start, especially when you don't really know how to rein it all in. So definitely start small, start with the physical body, start with your routines, take a really good look and assessment, start to become observant of the thoughts that you're thinking and how that connects with the reality that you live in, and notice how these things are connected. And you're probably going to be asked to take a look at the past or your connection to the past from this elevated level. So it's like, I think of time as more of like this spiral. And when we go through these retrogrades, it's an opportunity for you to have a different vantage point. Instead of time just being this line, it's like you're going around and you might be revisiting something that happened, but you're at this different level now, and it's giving you a way different perspective. And it's really handy when you understand your new relationship to the past or past versions of yourself. You can use that to empower yourself to go forward, because this is the time right now where it's all about recalibration and realigning in order to go forward. So I'm actually looking at these retrogrades as a blessing and coming right on time, because there are leaps and bounds that we are making this year. Even though it doesn't feel like it yet, it's been a really weird, slow start of the year. But a lot of the work that we've been doing underneath the surface is about to really start showing up. So just hold that vision for yourself and allow your perspective to change. Allow things to kind of recalibrate and reposition you, and understand that all of this is unfolding for your highest timeline and for your highest sense of purpose and fulfillment in this world. I expect that we are going to start having new people, new energies as far as leadership, starting to step into their authentic power and be leading by example. And this is going to be an excellent time for people who might not have had their moment, or things haven't been quite right for them, to really step into the center stage and show other people how things can be done. There's a real call to authentic and aligned leadership going forward. And the other thing that I cannot emphasize enough is, with all this Pisces energy, North Node, Saturn, Neptune, and then, we'll have the retrograde with Venus and Mercury. It's like, this is a lot of incredible art coming out. So if you are so inclined to create right now, painting, music, writing, whatever your passion is, I encourage you to tap into that so much right now. Give yourself a pass. Get creative, because you never know the things that you're creating at this time, what effect it could have on the collective. So allow yourself to step into artistry and see how it unfolds. It doesn't have to happen right away. Definitely keep in mind that this energy is unfolding, and we are in for some really incredible changes. So let me know in the comments, how are you doing? How are you navigating? There's a lot of tools online to find your birth chart. I like astro.com. It's really easy. And I've also created some playlists on Spotify. So head to Star Path by Kara on Spotify. And I've got a Virgo Eclipse playlist, Venus retrograde, and a couple other fun ones. If you are called to get a one-on-one reading with me, you can do so at my website, starpathbykara.com. I hope that you are navigating these energies like a pro, and I'll see you next time.